Her name was Sophia. She was 23 years old. One morning, she sat in a small room in her home. A notebook and a cup of tea were on the table. Her English teacher gave her homework. Listen to a true story and write what you feel. Sophia smiled. She opened her laptop and typed, Muhammad Ali Life Story. Learn English through motivational lesson. She clicked on a video. Before the video started, she said to herself, I want to listen to something that touches my heart, something that makes me strong. Then, the video began, and this is what she heard. Hello, my friend. Today I will tell you the story of a great man. His name was Muhammad Ali. Please listen to the full story. At the end, your heart will feel something beautiful. You will learn something amazing. This is not just a story. This is a story that can change your life. Muhammad Ali was not just a boxer. He was a fighter, not only in the ring, but also in life. Let us begin. Muhammad Ali was born in America. His name at birth was Cassius Clay. He was a black boy in a time when life was not easy for black people. Many people looked down on him. They did not respect him. But he was strong. He was not afraid. He was different. One day, when he was 12 years old, someone stole his bicycle. He cried. He was angry. He went to a police officer and said, I want to beat up the person who stole my bike. The officer looked at him and said, Do you know how to fight? Ali said, No, but I want to learn. That was the start. He went to a boxing gym. He started training. He was not the best at first. He was not strong. He was not fast. But he practiced. He did not stop. Every morning he woke up early. He ran. He trained. He skipped school sometimes because he loved boxing so much. People laughed at him. You are just a boy. You cannot be a champion, they said. But Ali did not listen. He believed in himself. One day he said something very powerful. I am the greatest. I said that even before I knew I was. These words changed everything. He spoke with confidence. He walked with power. He dreamed big. When he was 18, he went to the Olympics. He won a gold medal. He came back to his country with pride. He was a hero, but that was just the beginning. He became a professional boxer. He fought many strong men. People said, He talks too much. He is too proud. He will lose. But Ali did not lose. He danced in the ring. He moved like a butterfly. He punched like a bee. His famous words were, Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. The hands can't hit what the eyes can't see. Sophia smiled when she heard this. So beautiful, she whispered. Ali became the world champion. He was rich. He was famous. But life is not always easy. One day he said, I will not go to war. I will not kill people. The government was angry. They took his title. They said he could not fight. For 3 years he was not allowed to box. He lost money. He lost his belt. But he did not lose his faith. He said, I will stand for what is right, even if I stand alone. That time was hard. He had no fights, no money, but he had his heart. People started to respect him more. They said, "This man is not just a boxer, he is brave. He speaks for truth." After 3 years, he came back. He was older now, slower, but still strong inside. He fought again. He won again. He became champion again. But the biggest fight was not in the ring. It was inside him. Ali got sick, a sickness called Parkinson's. His hands shook. His body got weak. But his heart stayed strong. He could not fight anymore, but he still spoke. He still smiled. He helped children. He gave money. He gave hope. One day, he lit the Olympic flame with his shaking hands. The world cried. Everyone stood and clapped. He said, "Service to others is the rent you pay for your room here on earth." His words were simple, but full of love. Sophia put her hand on her heart. "Service to others," she whispered. "So beautiful." The video continued. Ali died in 2016, but his light is still alive. He taught us many things. Believe in yourself, speak the truth, help others, stand strong even when it is hard. Be kind and never give up. He was not just a boxer. He was a hero. He was a lesson. He was love. My friend, I hope you listened to this full story. If it touched your heart, please like and subscribe. It helps me a lot. I worked hard to bring this story to you. For more amazing stories and lessons, stay with me. I will bring more stories that teach and touch your heart. Sophia closed her eyes. A tear came down. She picked up her notebook and wrote, "Muhammad Ali was strong, but not just in body, in heart. He made me believe. I want to be like him. I want to help others. I want to speak truth. Thank you for this story." Then she smiled. She stood up and looked in the mirror. "I am the greatest," she said with a laugh. "And I believe in me." She clicked like on the video and subscribe. Because some stories are not just stories, they are gifts to the heart. Sophia could not stop thinking about Muhammad Ali. The story stayed in her heart all day. While walking, cooking, or even washing clothes, his words echoed in her mind. I am the greatest. Service to others is the rent you pay for your room here on earth. I hated every minute of training, but I said, don't quit. Suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion. That last sentence made her stop and think. She whispered, don't quit. Suffer now. Live as a champion. Sophia looked at her own life. She was not rich. She was not very confident. She wanted to learn English, but sometimes she felt it was too hard. People laughed at her pronunciation. Her friends spoke better. She often wanted to give up. But now, she had Muhammad Ali in her heart. She opened her notebook again. She wrote a short letter to herself. Dear Sophia, never give up. You are strong. You are brave. You are learning every day. One day, you will speak English very well. You will help others. You will become a champion, just like Muhammad Ali. Love your strong self. She smiled. It was the first time she called herself strong. That night, she sat with her younger brother. He said, Didi, Why are you so happy today? She said, I listened to a story, a real story. A man named Muhammad Ali. He fought many fights, not just in the ring. He taught me something. Her brother asked, What did he teach you? Sophia held his little hand and said, He taught me to believe in myself, even if nobody else does. He taught me to fight for truth, to help others, and to never give up. Her brother looked into her eyes. Can I be like him too? Sophia smiled. Yes, you can be anything. You just have to keep going, even when it's hard. Then she hugged him tight. The next day, Sophia went to her English class. The teacher said, Today we will talk about someone who inspires you. Many students stood up and spoke about actors, singers, or cricket players. Then it was Sophia's turn. She walked slowly to the front. Her heart was beating fast. Her hands were shaking. But she remembered Ali's shaking hands too, and how he still lit the Olympic flame. So she smiled and started speaking. My name is Sophia. Today, I want to talk about Muhammad Ali. He was a boxer, but more than that, he was a fighter in life. He taught me to speak truth, to stay strong, and to help others. He said, I am the greatest. And now, I also want to be great, not in boxing, but in kindness, in strength, and in English. The room became quiet. Everyone was listening. 1. Girl in the back started clapping. Then everyone clapped. The teacher said, Very good, Sophia. Your English has become strong, and your heart is even stronger. Sophia smiled and sat down. She felt like a winner. That evening, she opened the same video again. She wanted to listen to it once more. Every word made her feel more alive. When she heard the line, he could not speak clearly, but his message was clear. She felt a lump in her throat. Sophia thought, My English is not perfect, but my message is love. That is what matters. She started making small videos of her own. She told her friends, If Muhammad Ali can do great things, even with sickness, even with problems, why not us? She shared his story again and again. Her phone was not expensive. Her room was small. Her English was not perfect. But her heart was full of hope. One day, a girl from another village messaged her, Hi, Sophia. I listened to your video about Muhammad Ali. I was sad before. Now I feel strong. Thank you, Sophia cried. She hugged her phone. She whispered, This is what Ali meant, service to others. Her mother came in and said, Why are you crying, Beta? Sophia wiped her tears and smiled. These are good tears, Ma. I helped someone today. Her mother kissed her head. I am proud of you. Months passed. Sophia kept listening to stories. She kept learning English. She wrote on her wall, Dream big, work hard, be kind, never give up. She called it her Muhammad Ali Wall. One day her teacher invited her to speak at a big school event. Sophia was scared. The crowd was large. But she remembered Ali again. Before stepping on stage, she whispered, I hated every minute of training, but I did not quit. She took a deep breath and said into the microphone, Good evening, everyone. I am Sophia, and today I want to tell you why I believe in Muhammad Ali. He was not just a champion in boxing. He was a champion in life. He taught the world to be brave, to be kind, and to stand up for what is right. He was strong even when his body became weak. He gave hope even when he was in pain. And today, because of him, I believe I can do anything. The whole room stood up and clapped. Some had tears in their eyes. Her teacher whispered, "Ali would be proud." Sophia looked up and smiled. She thought, "Thank you, Muhammad Ali. You are still fighting through me." And now, my dear listener, if you are still here with me, I want to say something to you. Maybe your English is not perfect yet. Maybe people don't believe in you. Maybe life is hard sometimes, but don't give up. If Muhammad Ali can fight sickness, pain, hate, and fear, if he can stand strong when everyone tries to bring him down, if he can become a world champion just by believing in himself, then so can you. Stand up, speak up. Learn one word every day. Be kind every day. And never stop believing in yourself. You are powerful. You are enough. You are already becoming great. If this story touched your heart, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps me share more beautiful, emotional, and motivational stories. I work hard to bring these lessons to you. Let's learn together. Let's grow together. And remember, you don't have to be a boxer to fight. Sometimes just getting up every day with hope is a big fight. And you are already a winner. That night, after speaking at the event, Sophia walked home under the stars. The sky was clear. A cool wind touched her face gently. She looked up and said, "Thank you, Ali. You changed my life." She walked slowly, thinking about everything, her struggles, her dreams, her little victories. Then she remembered the first time she had tried to speak English in front of others. She had made many mistakes. People laughed. Her cheeks turned red that day, and she wanted to run away. But today, they clapped for her. How did this happen? The answer came like a whisper in the wind. Because you did not give up. When she reached home, her father was sitting outside. He smiled at her. He said, "I saw your video on your uncle's phone. You made me proud, Betty." Sophia sat beside him. She said softly, "Papa, I used to think I was not smart, that I could never be like others." Her father looked at her. "But now you know the truth?" She nodded. "Yes, I know now. I am strong, like Muhammad Ali." Her father laughed. "Then show me your punches." She stood up and moved her hands like a boxer. Her father laughed louder. Then he said something that made her heart stop for a moment. "I used to be scared to send you out alone, but now I feel no fear, because my daughter is brave." Sophia ran and hugged him. She cried. But this time, it was not a sad cry. It was joy. It was pride. It was victory. Later, she opened her laptop again. She started writing a new video for her small YouTube channel. She called it "The Day I Found My Strength," inspired by Muhammad Ali. She wrote in simple English so everyone could understand. Her words were not perfect, but her feelings were true. She recorded her voice with emotion. "My friends," she said, "I want to tell you this from my heart. Don't be afraid of failure. Don't fear what people say. Your heart knows what is true. Listen to it. Work hard, stay kind, and always believe in yourself." She ended the video with Ali's "Words impossible is nothing." She uploaded it and went to sleep with a smile. The next morning, she woke up to a surprise. Her video had 3,000 views, then 5,000, then 10,000. Comments came from people across the world. One said, "You speak from the heart. Thank you, Sophia." Another wrote, "Your story helped me get up today. I was feeling broken. Now I feel hope again." One person said, "You reminded me of Muhammad Ali. Thank you." Sophia read each comment with tears in her eyes. She whispered, "I'm helping people just like he did." She remembered his famous words, "Don't count the days. Make the days count." So from that day, Sophia made every day count. She woke up early. She read one English story every morning. She taught 2 children in her neighborhood. She made one video every week. She smiled at everyone. She forgave those who laughed at her before. Her heart was free. She was not rich. She was not perfect. But she was full of light. Her friends started asking her for help. "Sophia, how can I learn English like you?" "Sophia, I want to be confident too. Can you help me?" She smiled and said, "Yes, but first listen to the story of Muhammad Ali." And they listened, and they felt the same fire she once felt. One boy who never smiled before, smiled. One girl who always failed, passed her exam. One old man who had stopped dreaming, started painting again. Because stories have power. Because words touch hearts. Because when one person stands up, they help others rise too. Sophia remembered one more line of Ali. Champions aren't made in gyms. Champions are made from something they have deep inside them. A desire, a dream, a vision. She repeated it every morning before starting her day. She wrote it on a piece of paper and kept it under her pillow. Sometimes, when she felt tired or weak, she closed her eyes and imagined Muhammad Ali in the ring, fighting, falling, rising again, and she said to herself, "If he can do it, I can too." 1 year passed. Sophia's English had become fluent. Her videos now had thousands of subscribers. She got invited to speak at a college event. She stood on a big stage with a mic in her hand and a fire in her heart. She looked at the students and said, "My journey started with one story. One man, Muhammad Ali. He made me believe in something I never believed before. Myself. He told the world, I am the greatest." At first, people laughed, but later they believed him. Why? Because he believed first. She paused and looked at their faces. "Friends, today I want to say something different. I want to say, you are the greatest. Not because you are perfect, but because you are trying, because you are standing, because you are still here." People clapped. Some stood. Many cried. And Sophia's heart was full again. After the event, an old man came to her. His hands were shaking. He said, "I watched you on YouTube. I wanted to learn English again, even at my age. and you helped me." Sophia smiled with tears. She touched his hand and said, "Sir, your heart is still young. Keep learning. Keep dreaming." He said, "Ali would be proud of you." That night, Sophia walked alone under the moonlight. She stopped and looked at the stars. "Ali," she said quietly, "you gave me the strength to stand up. I promise. I will help others stand too." And with that promise in her heart, she walked forward. A girl who once cried when she spoke English was now teaching the world how to speak with the heart. She was not just telling a story anymore, she was living it. She was writing her own. And maybe, just maybe, someone else was listening. Someone else was learning. Someone else was saying, "I am the greatest." Days went by, and Sophia kept walking on her new path. Every day, more people joined her journey. Some were poor, some were old, some were shy like she used to be, but all of them had one thing in common. They wanted to change. They wanted to be better, and Sophia never let them forget the message of Muhammad Ali. She began to start each of her English classes with one line. "Today, we fight, not with fists, but with fear." People smiled when she said this, because they understood what she meant. Fear is like a heavy chain. It holds us back. Fear of mistakes, fear of shame, fear of trying. But Sophia had broken her chain. Now she was helping others break theirs too. One day, a young boy named Aman came to her. He was only 10 years old. He spoke very softly. "Didi," he said, "I want to speak English, but my father says I am not smart." Sophia bent down and looked into his eyes. She said, "Do you know who else was called not smart?" He shook his head. She smiled. "Muhammad Ali. When he was a boy, some people laughed at him. They said he was loud, foolish, and too proud. But he believed in himself, and that belief changed the world." Aman looked up at her. "Can I do that, too?" Sophia gently touched his shoulder. "Yes, Aman, you can. Start with one word a day. Speak it out loud. Learn it with joy. One day, you will speak in front of many people." Aman smiled. "I will try." Sophia nodded. "That's all you need to do. Try. Every day. Like a champion." Months passed. Sophia's small classroom grew bigger. People came from far villages to learn English from her. Not just English. They came to learn courage, confidence, character. One day, a TV reporter came to her. He said, "You are doing something very special. Here, the whole country needs to hear your story." Sophia was shy. She didn't want fame. But then she remembered what Ali said. "He who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life." So she said yes. The next week, her story was on the news. A girl who once sat quietly in the corner of a room was now on television, helping hundreds speak and dream. After the interview, a teacher from a big city school called her. "We want you to come and speak to our students," he said. Sophia was quiet for a moment. Then she said, "I will come, but I will not come alone. I will bring 5 students with me." The teacher asked, "Why?" Sophia answered with a smile in her voice. "Because it's not just my story, it's theirs too. They are the next champions." So, on a bright morning, Sophia and 5 of her students took a bus to the city. They wore simple clothes but carried shining hearts. When they reached the big school, everyone stared. Sophia walked confidently to the stage. She spoke in strong, clear English. "Good morning. My name is Sophia. I come from a small village, but my dreams are not small. My voice was once quiet, but now I speak for many." She turned and pointed to her students. "These are my champions. They come from broken homes, from small rooms, from dusty paths, but they are growing every day because they believe in themselves, just like Muhammad Ali." The room was silent. Then she asked her students to come forward. Each one spoke a few words in English. Some made small mistakes. Some stammered, but they smiled, and they tried, and everyone clapped. Even the headmaster had tears in his eyes. After lunch, the event, many people came to shake their hands. "You are amazing! Keep going! You reminded us of real strength." Sophia looked at her students and said, "See? I told you. You are champions." That evening, as the sun was setting, they sat under a tree and shared food. Aman asked, "Didi, what is your next dream?" Sophia thought for a moment. Then she said, "I want to build a school." Everyone looked at her. A school where poor children can learn for free, where they are not judged, where English is not just a subject, but a way to grow. A school with love and belief. A girl asked, "What will you call it?" Sophia smiled. "The Muhammad Ali School of Hope." Everyone clapped and cheered. Sophia worked day and night to make that school real. She asked for help. She made more videos. People started donating. Brick by brick, the building started rising. One wall had a big painting of Ali, his hand raised, his eyes strong. Under the painting were these words: "Fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Your heart is strong, just like me." Children from far away came to study there. They learned ABC, but also learned about bravery. They learned grammar, but also learned gratitude. They learned writing, but also learned who they are. One mother said, "My son speaks English now. But more than that, he smiles now." One old man said, "This place gave me back my joy." And one little girl said, "I want to be like Sophia when I grow up." Sophia heard all of this, and every time her eyes filled with tears, she knew this was her biggest fight, and she was winning. My dear friend, you have come so far in this story. If you are still here with me, I know something about you. You are strong. You want to learn. You want to grow. Maybe your life is not easy. Maybe people don't believe in you. Maybe you are tired. But don't stop, like Sophia, like Muhammad Ali. You are also a fighter. Every English word you learn, every kind thing you say, every tear you wipe, every fear you face is part of your own victory. You may not see it now, but one day someone will hear your story and say, "That person gave me hope." Just like Sophia gave hope to Aman. Just like Ali gave hope to Sophia. And now, you will give hope to the world. So please, if this story touched your heart, if you smiled or cried or felt something powerful, like this video. Subscribe to the channel. I work hard to bring you more beautiful, emotional, and powerful stories like this. Your love and support help me to keep going, keep writing, and keep helping others. Let's keep growing together and always remember the words of the greatest. I am the greatest. I said that even before I knew I was. So say it with me now. I am the greatest. Because you are. Sophia kept saying those words every morning. They gave her strength. One day, a young woman named Aisha came to the school. She was shy and scared. She wanted to learn English but felt she was too old. Sophia looked at her kindly and said, "It is never too late to start." Aisha smiled, but was still quiet. Then Sophia told her about Muhammad Ali's late start in boxing. How he began. As a boy, but kept going no matter what. Age is just a number, Sophia said. Your heart is what counts. Aisha nodded slowly. She joined the classes and began to speak more every day. After a few months, she spoke with confidence. She said to Sophia, "Thank you. You gave me courage when I had none." Sophia hugged her and said, "We all need a little courage, and together, we can find it." The school grew. More children, young people, and adults came to learn. Some came with heavy hearts, some with broken dreams, but all left with new hope. One rainy day, Sophia received a letter from a famous English teacher in a big city. He wrote, "Your work is inspiring. Your story is powerful. Would you like to write a book about your journey and Muhammad Ali's life? It could help many more people." Sophia was surprised and happy. She thought about her own story, from a scared girl who couldn't speak English to a teacher who changed lives. She accepted the offer. She wrote every day, using simple words. She told stories of struggle, hope, and strength. She told how Ali's words helped her find herself, how she helped others believe in their own greatness. The book was published and became popular. People all over the country read it. Many wrote letters to Sophia thanking her. Some said they wanted to learn English too. Some said they wanted to be brave like her. One letter came from a boy in a far village. He wrote, "I was afraid to speak English, but after reading your book, I am trying. Thank you for teaching me to be strong." Sophia smiled. Her heart was full. She knew her journey was not just about words. It was about love. Love for learning. Love for people. Love for life. Years later, Sophia stood on a big stage again. This time, at a world conference about education. She looked out at the crowd, thousands of faces from different countries. She said, "My story started with one man, Muhammad Ali. He was not just a boxer. He was a teacher, a fighter for justice, a man who believed in himself when no one else did." She paused and smiled. His life taught me that we all have a champion inside us. No matter where we come from, no matter what we look like, no matter how hard life gets, if we believe in ourselves, we can change the world. The crowd stood and clapped. Some people cried. Sophia's eyes shone with tears too. She ended with Ali's famous words, "Don't quit. Don't give up. Don't sell out." And she said softly, "Believe in your dreams. They are the wings that will carry you through the hardest storms." After the speech, a little girl approached Sophia. She said, "Dee, I want to be like you. I want to teach people too." Sophia knelt down and said, "You already are, little one. Every time you help someone, every time you smile, every time you try, you are teaching the world." The girl smiled wide and said, "I will never stop trying." Sophia hugged her tightly, because that is what Muhammad Ali's story taught her. No matter who you are, no matter what you face, you can be great. You can be a light for others. You can be a champion. Dear friend, I hope this story touched your heart and made you believe in yourself a little more. If you want more stories like this, full of hope and courage, please like and subscribe. Your support means the world to me and helps me bring these stories to more people who need them. Remember, I am the greatest. Say it loud, say it proud, because inside you is a champion ready to shine. Thank you for listening. Keep fighting, keep dreaming, keep loving, and never forget you are the greatest. Years passed, and Sophia's story kept growing. She traveled to many places, telling her story and Muhammad Ali's story. She met people from different countries who all had one thing in common: a dream to be better. One day, in a small village far away, Sophia met an old woman named Mariam. Mariam had never been to school. She never learned to read or write, but she loved stories. When Sophia told her about Muhammad Ali, Mariam's eyes sparkled. "I wish I could learn too," Mariam said softly. Sophia smiled. It's never too late. Together, they started small lessons. Sophia taught Mariam the English alphabet. Mariam practiced every day, slowly but surely. One evening, Mariam said, "I can read a little now. Thank you for believing in me." Sophia hugged her. "You did all the work, Mariam. I only helped you see your own strength." This made Sophia think deeply. She realized that strength does not come only from youth or power. Strength comes from hope. From the heart that says, "I will try again." From the soul that says, "I believe." Sophia's school grew into a community center. They taught English, math, music, and kindness. Children who never smiled before now laughed. Parents who once gave up now dreamed again, and Sophia? She felt full of joy, full of love. One day, while reading a letter from a young student, Sophia found these words. "Dear Sophia, you taught me to fight my fears. You taught me to speak, to dream, to live. I want to thank Muhammad Ali and you for making me believe I am strong." Sophia's eyes filled with tears. She whispered, This is why I fight. This is why I teach. Now I want to speak to you, dear listener. If you have a dream, hold it close. If you have fears, face them with courage. If you feel small, remember Sophia. Remember Muhammad Ali. Remember this. You are not alone. You are stronger than you think. You are a light in this world, and your story matters. Thank you for listening to this story about Muhammad Ali and Sophia. If you liked it, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. There are many more stories waiting to inspire you. Your support helps me bring these stories to life. Together, we will learn, grow, and shine. Remember, you are the greatest, and the greatest stories are yet to come.